Listen up to everyone who own number. We have a small demonstration to show you all in this island the kind of things that going on. Get your notebook and your pen. This information passing on to a friend. You like the project? Just get in line. But in I want to be the one.
Good evening and welcome to another episode of Dissect. I go by the name of Novelist.
And I go by the name of Jewel.
And welcome to another Saturday. But before we get started on Dissect, I got to apologize to the viewers of TDN TV, the Dissect fans, Islands Therapy supporters. However, we cannot get Midnight Growers with us tonight. Chobi is, he has a little cough or something, not saying anything. He has a cough. Okay. So, he couldn't join us tonight. However, we have a special guest with us and it's going to be another excited Saturday with us here on TDN TV, right? Right, Jules?
Right. That's right.
Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring our guests to the show. Let's welcome, this man is a soccer coach, basketball coach, music engineering. I don't know what else he haven't done. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Mr. Maggie, or should I say Dustin Maggie Peters.
Yes,
General.
yes. Yeah, man. Greetings, everybody.
Nice. Everything good?
Everything blessed.
Nice. Well, a lot, like I just introduced you, but let's let the people know who Maggie Peters is, like where you reside and, what's your mission and them kind of vibes.
All right, well, already, Dunstan Maggie Peters from Newtown, Charlottesville, Harlem, Dominica, already Montego Bay, Newtown Maggie Bakery, Maggie Bread, original. Know this in already. Like you said, right now I'm into the sports. I coach football, basketball. I organize, event organizer, organize musical events, sporting events. That's my passion. Organizing events, organizing it. Making things together, making things happen.
But tonight we're not talking sports tonight.
Nah.
We're not talking sports tonight.
On the musical side.
We're talking, all right. Yeah. So basically we're gonna go from the beginning. So I guess I'll go ahead and ask you, how did this whole music thing start? Like, what was the passion and what was your role in music?
Oh, imagine that just happened to us because to be honest, growing up, I was never into being around musicians, and a person that involved in music will tell you their uncle was in that band, so there was around music and musical things, and I was around bread.
Right.
I was around bread, I was around football in Newtown.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nothing to do with music. So the way the music happened was, it was mystical. And the way it happened is, I was going to SMA. You know what I mean?
Right.
Went to SMA in 85. Graduated in 91. So I went 6 years high school, double for form. But people are involved in the music now. How I end up in the music is because I link up with man like Peter Later, and Dolly Chess
Right.
from City Stars. Them man, no man later, music lovers, so that's where the music starts.
So you went to school with those guys?
Yeah, that was my schoolmates, classmate.
Right.
Me and people later sit on same desk. You know what I mean? Damian Sorrento and his mother,
Mhm.
have music school and things. So but I still wasn't involved in music to say playing an instrument or going to music school, music class, nothing, music lessons and that.
Right.
The thing about it is Peter later father is Norman later is Swinging Stars and your uncle and them is Cornell Philip and Irvin Philip, that is WCK.
Right.
Okay.
So I end up in the music through the CO door, not through playing the music door.
Right.
So the,
The
the consumption.
Yeah.
You check?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that man bring me in a jam down Good Times.
Mm-hmm.
Before you want to come in?
Mm-hmm.
You want me to continue or you want to ask something?
No. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
continue. I'm digging the story. Give us a little more.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. So those guys brought me to a CK jam.
Right.
But they brought me when those guys were setting up the instruments. You know what I mean? Down at Good Times, as skin field next to warehouse.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I go down there with them. That was in fourth form or fifth form. And we decided we're gonna take a little free up. I follow them, man, and we go down there and I see them, man, setting up the equipment. So Daddy Chess and Peter, who is family to Cornell and them, tell Cornell and them, they come into the jam later. So let the gate man know.
They come in.
Yeah. They come in through so they'll get a pass to come inside.
Right.
So them man say, cool. But me being, I not know family, I check in like, I want to secure my pass. I don't want to just, next thing when I come, they say, it's them two fellas alone and they don't know me and things like that and I get to go inside.
Yeah.
So you know what your boy do? Your boy tell the partner, well, how I can help all you then?
Right.
Let me work for my pass.
Yeah.
Let me help you to connect some speakers. Let me do something.
Work your way in.
Yeah, man. So they show me the negative and the positive and I start connecting speakers and boom. I connect speakers and then later I come in the jam and boom. That's how it starts.
Nice.
So connecting speakers for TK and I get inside the jam free of charge and see who enjoy the vibes and I continue doing that, by myself. When the members don't come in, I still go in because I want to be, I get to like the vibe, I like the CO.
Okay.
So I continue going, connecting speakers and then I in the jam. And then one day I decide I go in because I don't feel to go. And the Monday after that, the engineer meet me, which is Michael Peters. And he telling me like, yo, how come you ain't come? I tell him I didn't feel like coming. He tell me, you didn't feel like coming. What kind of thing you tell me? I'm telling that. I'm going to pay you $20 to come and help me connect the speakers. I say, true boss.
Wow.
You're going to pay me money to come and see what?
Yeah.
My brother have a deal, and that's all. That was it. That was
Nice.
it. $20 to connect speakers and I in the party. Life is a dream.
How much you pay, you say?
$20.
That's a lot.
Yeah, man, in 1991, $20. Yeah, man, I have some good dreams then in the jam,
Nice.
Wow.
And that's it. That's how it started.
That is a true destiny story, I think, to get into the music industry. It's not
Trust
easy.
Yeah, you end up going on tour from that.
Yeah, man, let me tell you. From there now, I continue doing that and then what happening now, I don't want to, I start pushing myself now. I want to learn, I want to do more. So I want to learn how to connect the instruments, how to connect the equalizers and that kind of thing. I start to learn. I go to the mixing board and I just watch and, I get in the lessons and I learn in the channels, everything I start to learn. Then I move up from connecting the speakers to connecting the equipment on stage. Then I move to in mixing the monitors on stage.
Right.
And then I moved to mixing the whole house, the big house.
Yeah.
So I start to move up and then, and all that time the money going up. So as I doing more things, $40, $50, $60, you know what I mean?
Nice.
And the money going up and the party getting bigger and better and the vibes getting, you know what I'm saying?
Nice.
And it's nice.
I wish I was there in those times.
Trust me, I guarantee you will be, man, it was nice.
So what happened? So what happened to the? So you abandoned the bakery?
Is that?
You
Oh,
so
well,
you
yeah,
abandoned.
man. Well, I was eating bread still, all I know is I sell bread, but the music thing is
Right.
I'm in the party. So, yeah, that was the
Yeah.
vibes. And now I watching my partner Morris was on there checking, and I remember he said that he came on through he came to the it was People's Park
Right.
while I was setting up, and he come and watch the vibes, setting up the drum machine, you see me setting up them things, and he come and watch
Mhm.
those things, and then boom, and then end up in the vibes. But no, you do something I want you to know about Morris and me there. Morris come in the band through me and end up touring with the band before me.
Oh, wow.
So that good me. And Colombia again, the man got me with Colombia.
Oh,
The man go
wow.
from South America on me.
Yeah.
Before I didn't get a tour yet. But
What
guess
was
how
your
why that
first
happened?
what was your first tour?
Who's first tour?
Yours.
Yours.
Where did you go first? Your first tour.
My first tour was Antigua, no, Saint Martin.
Uh-huh.
Saint
Okay.
Martin, and guess on what? You know those cargo boats that taking 2 days from
Oh my
Dominica to
God.
Saint Martin? Well, yeah, man.
Oh boy. Anxiety was probably killing you.
What? 2 days on the water. Let me tell you that.
Wow.
When you pass Guadeloupe, we take about a whole little pass Guadeloupe because Guadeloupe long trek.
Yeah.
Go and sleep and I wake up and I open my eyes and I'm like, where we at? We still Guadeloupe. We last. You check it.
Wow.
No, because the reason I ended up getting that toy is because we carry we was going to have a carnival and we had to
Right.
carry our sound system.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I end up getting to come because I have to operate the sound system.
Right.
So I have to travel with the sound system.
Yeah.
Guess what now? When we take 2 days to get to St. Martin, when we're driving in to the venue with the equipment, we seen them, man, the musician and them sitting down at the bar. They just leave Dominica half an hour when they reach here before us.
Oh my gosh.
That
They
is
don't know
Yes.
well question and we well beat up.
That is
And the
bad.
road too.
We have some pictures. We have some pictures with you on tour with CK. Maybe you could tell us where some of these pictures were taken. Um, let's see if we can get the first picture up, and you tell us where that is. This one.
That is Toronto, Canada. You can see that in the background.
I was
That is-
about to say that. Like, yes.
So
Yeah, man.
we have Skinny. Who's next to Skinny there? That's
They're looking like Michael Peters. That's the man that bring me in. That's the sound
okay.
engineer.
Okay.
And you have Keith there, Smokey, Martin
Uh,
Daly guitarist. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Nice.
And who that next to you?
Next to me, that was I think that was Martin Daly guitarist, Martin Daly.
No. Oh, okay.
I can't make you out.
That's
Which one
amazing.
is you? Oh gosh.
That one is the one with all this swag there with the green jacket. You check it out.
Yeah. I see Martin Dale. I see Martin Dale
Pelham,
Ra,
Emil and Ra.
and Ra.
Emil is the
Yeah.
manager.
Wow. Look
Yeah,
at
This
you.
one
Emil
side performing by the time nobody doesn't see me backstage. Yeah.
Nice. So you was there when everything pretty much started changing around then
Yeah,
in
man,
CK.
when it was bubbling self,
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, what was the album like what was the one when I come in the 91, it was what about
91.
that's time of culture shock and all them
Follow the leader.
follow the leader. Yes, you have it. That is
Yeah.
it, brother. Follow the leader. That was
Yeah.
it. Because when the man go that year, the man go England, I don't get to travel. I don't get to go on the tour because I just
Yeah.
come in. But they bring
Yeah.
a shirt back for me.
They came
A
to
black
Toronto
shirt.
that year too.
Follow the leader. Yeah, they bring that shirt for me. Yeah, that follow the leader shirt, black and
Yeah.
yellow.
Yeah.
I remember that.
So I have never everybody talks about Jules. I mean, sorry if I was.
It's all right.
But
You introduced me to WCK, right? So
yeah.
I only know about this because of you. So thank Maggie, you can thank Novi for introducing me to your music. So
Yeah. So
Mhm.
we get everybody input on, who created Booyah, and you know, who did what and what and what. But you like a term we use in Toronto, they say like the fly on the wall. So
Yeah.
you like the fly on the wall. So in your side, if you can go back to 91 when Morris came in and um no, Morris didn't come in 91. Morris
Morris
came
came in a
in
little
later,
later, like maybe 93,
like
90.
95, 96 around there, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So all that time the music was changing too. So
Yes.
what was going on in the studio like with this whole change? Like was it one man that just bringing input, or was it everybody putting their own, own ideas and saying yes, that could work, or wait, no, that can't work?
Well, for me, what I felt, my experience in the whole vibes is the music, the booyah music, the music I was playing. It had a lot of different influences from different music. You know what I mean?
Right.
Especially the VI, the jam band and them thing there,
Mm-hmm.
Burning Flames,
Mm-hmm.
Antigua, Burning Flames, them time there's them bands that bang, 17 plus.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
So it had them influence in it for me. You check
Mm-hmm.
it. And in our, our traditional
Right.
whatnot and whatnot.
Music, right.
But when I see them man started, Keith and Cornell and them is more or less is Burning Flame, 17 plus. Their music they was really, playing
Into
them
right.
things. I used to have what
Right.
So
Yeah,
there was a point where with the music in other name yet, the name Bouillon was not bestowed on the music
right.
while when I was, part of the band when I just joined.
Right.
The music was playing and I was asking them, man, like what is the name of that music?
Hmm.
And like nobody was answering to me. I wasn't getting the answer.
Yeah.
So I used to call it jam band music, because to me
Okay.
it had nice the rhythm,
Gen band vibe.
So
Right.
because nobody answered me, so I said I give it my name here. And then it started to evolve, the the Cornell and I don't know who I wasn't privy to hearing the conversation when them man together, the musicians together, deciding how it, but I was just around me like I was hearing things getting added to the music, like the accordion,
Right.
the music changing from the Mopsy One More Sway and Mary Lou and all them thing there. It start
Right.
coming to a culture vibes, a
Right,
culture
right.
shock.
Yes. Yes.
You start to feel that Dominic, it start to take a how to say it, like
A more home feeling.
start to morph into something.
Yeah.
Like everybody had an influence on it. Everybody was putting, you know what I mean? So Cornell, Smokey, it's a collective thing, man. You check it.
Right.
And it's like, how I would describe it is like the pot was on fire and CK come and all man was play a role in putting something in the pot.
Yes.
Who roll a little dumpling and put in it.
Yes.
A man chop a little parsley,
Right.
and the taste, it start to change the taste, add, take a different, but it's the same pot that bubbling.
Right.
It had a foundation, the music was there, from the Cardas and the Calic and all them thing there. And CK, when CK come into the vibes there, they put their own vibes on it. So, and Ra is the man, to christen it with the name.
Right.
Ra christen it with the name Bouillon.
Right.
You check it, you can, safely state that is the man.
Rising.
I hear say the music now, that's the music, Bouillon music.
Right.
And you check it, and from there, so it's a collective effort. But what I can say is the name, to christen it and give it a brand, the Bouillon,
Right.
WCK, Ra, and the rest of them, Smokey, the conch shell, the accordion,
Everybody
whole
played the
vibes,
part. Right.
that changed the whole flavor in the pot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Bouillon was birthed from WCK. You heard it live here on Dissect.
Yeah. So in 1995, that's when Morris came in.
Hold
Right?
on a minute.
He's streaming live as well,
Yeah,
and he's
yeah,
getting
yeah.
so many
He's streaming your
viewers
phone.
that they just want to talk to him while he's live.
You cannot be talking to people texting while you live.
Yeah. Sure.
Are you hearing us?
Maggie, you with us?
He's not hearing us.
Yeah.
We can hear. We
Oh,
can
we
hear
can hear
you.
him. Can you hear us, Maggie? You good?
Oh, we lost the sound from him, but
No.
Hey,
can you hear us?
hearing, I think. Oh, shit.
So that's what happens
let's
sometimes
try.
when you're live, but it's okay.
Yeah.
We're going to get the sound. He's going to get his sound back soon. So
We can
people
hear him,
that
we
are
can
trying
hear
to
him.
contact Maggie to say, hello, I see you
Yeah,
on the
you
live.
have
You need to
to.
stop.
Okay,
messaging
so
him.
there you go.
We'll
We'll get him
come
back
back.
in a minute. We'll get him back in a minute.
Yeah.
I want
We'll
to
try
do
to figure
this
it out.
one.
So yeah, we're talking to
I want to do this one.
Mr.
I want
We're talking to Mr. Maggie
Mhm.
Peters, Dustin Maggie Peters. Giving us a little background on, WCK and, his music role in WCK in the early
Yeah.
90s and,
Yeah.
just freeing up, right? Again, we gotta apologize to the viewers, man, for Midnight Groovers. Hope, Joey gets better soon, and we probably could get him later down, maybe next season or later down in the year or something on Dissect. Yeah, hope we didn't lose Maggie for good.
I hope he comes back because I want to hear more about Bouillon and how it was birthed right there in Dominica. I hope they took some good credit for that, and it's
Well, yeah,
right.
it's their thing, right? But the whole thing is like who did what and who did this and whatever.
And that
Long
should be
drama.
listed somewhere on officially,
Yes,
officially written down
that
here.
that's another thing. That's another thing. I'm glad you brought that up because a lot of things need to be documented,
Yeah.
So
That's what I was going to ask. So hopefully when he comes back, he can answer that question for us.
yeah,
If there was some how that management there is.
is
Yeah.
Welcome
sorry
back.
about that.
you see, you cannot answer your phone. Just leave it. Don't touch it.
Yeah, I got
That's
You
what happens when you have-
your phone should be on silent.
I declined it. Yeah, I declined the call, but it still was.
It's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, and your phone should be on silent, and you just ignore it.
It's on silent, but the call was thinking, so I just press
Oh,
decline.
no, man.
And I'm
Yeah,
sure
leave
this
it, man.
person knows that you're on live right
Yeah,
now.
they probably watching you thinking, boy, Maggie, I'm watching you. Eh?
I back on now.
Yeah, you're back on live. We never got
Alright.
up live. So
Alright.
what was I saying now? I was talking about in times when Morris made a statement about he wasn't getting credit for a lot of his work. Again, the fly on the wall question. Right?
Yeah.
But I did bring up a picture. I should have given it to the producers in the back. But I did bring up a picture on a previous show saying that his name was in the bottom credits, right? But even your name, I saw your name on some credits.
Yeah.
I think the 99 album, I was reading your name had your credits on there.
Okay. I wasn't really checking.
Yeah, like your name is.
When I used to be, you see, when me and Morris was like always together, in the studio. You see, let me tell you, vibes, very important. You see that year when Sarah did Mash Up Siki with Beck Lalaje?
Mm-hmm.
That year.
1994.
Mash Up Siki. Beck Lalaje.
Right.
All up that whole year, Serenade was just destroying us because when we go and play there, it's flop. Serenade race.
Yeah.
Because Serenade was, I don't know, it was like a monster that year.
Yes.
So check it.
Yes.
We go and play good time empty. We end up even playing when we see nobody coming in there. Shut down the jam and we driving home. We say, let's pass pin by the Serenade jam. Serenade was jamming by Camp Yard side there in Goodwill. By Camp Yard, at the back there. It had a kind of shed. They have made the place brace. Boy, you mad.
Yeah.
Fellas feeling shame. When someone passing down, the man shake the man chest up. When they pass by around, calling him Kakarat Stadium.
Yeah.
Because it was, imagine, man like Cornell now, man tell us Kagu. Because fellas don't know how to believe that.
Right.
Cornell going to shell, Cornell, them man driving with their car, their glass up. Yeah, doctors, kids, you know, they're feeling, you know, no sir, they really wound them, eh? Yeah,
Right.
trust me. But now, you know what happened that year? Them man, they was basically broken between me and you. The guys were broken. Rad no choice because he by the road selling his incense and his oil and thing.
Right.
So he had no choice, he cannot hide. So he getting all the blast.
Yeah.
But all that time, you know what happening? Me and Morris in the band house, my brother. Every nights after nights, me and Morris in the band house. And Morris on the drum machine, just making beats. And myself now, I give him a little help because I know little thing on the keyboard, not much, but I know the notes, you know. The tone for him, you know, little tones and things. So and we, you know, making the rhythm.
Yeah.
And so imagine Cornell mother, how many times making noisy first like she want to sleep.
Right.
Got her mother home. But in the studio they will lower it down and we, you know. But more checking you want to feel the rhythm when you program you want to feel the rhythm, so you want that on the big speakers and you know.
Right.
So when we make that rhythm for Bandwagon Train, Morris make the rhythm for Bandwagon Train. I was right there. So I take a cassette and I punch it in the mixer board and I record the rhythm, the entire rhythm, all the different parts.
Yeah.
Because that was just sounding sweet and sick. You check it?
Yeah.
And I take that cassette, that rhythm, and I bring it new tongue and I go by my partner, Bob Boy, Owen Shillingford.
Okay.
And Awab. That's my boys and them, Awab.
Yes.
Bob Boy. I bring that by them and I make them man listen to that. I tell them man, when them man listen to that, I tell them man, you see that? That guy mash up the place. I tell them that rhythm there, I don't know what song I'm gonna make on it.
Right.
But I just know that rhythm sick.
Yeah.
So said so don't know. Why is we inside there again? Ra come in and Ra hear the rhythm.
Yeah.
All the time I on the now and then on the mic just chanting that thing by my on the rhythm and Morris alone yeah, just chanting like a jam man like a Daddy Friday business,
Right.
Man, yeah, that's do my shit. But when Ra come and hear the rhythm, Ra do the same thing. He take a cassette, he record the rhythm and he go with it. And the boy just come back and Bandwagon Train with.
Nice.
Boy, you mad. And about mash up, everybody pack the place, boy, you mad. I can't remember what other tracks was on that album, but I know Bandwagon Train.
Bandwagon Train.
Was sick. Go down Sauce and Punch. Imagine if video was made so raw. It's like, it was just footage of live jams. You get down People's Park. That same year, you check it. It's People's Park with Grace.
Yeah.
Now, on that album, out of the 12 songs that are on the album, 9 out of the 12 songs, the rhythms were programmed by Morris Isles.
Oh, wow.
Check it?
Yeah.
Mashallah.
Yes.
9 out of the 12.
Yeah.
So 3/4, 75%
Of the album.
rhythm on that album was Morris, my brother. And them fellas could put up your chest again. Original whole them, you check it,
Yeah.
Chebe Chucky, you know what I'm saying? And that carnival is mash up, everything mash up, all jam mash up, the place just, CK is back. And trust me, my brother, Morris Isles don't get enough credit for that.
Right.
Marshall Bois was instrumental, my brother, in that two-back, that comeback on Serenade, boy. The other man was broken, boy, telling you. Cornell, keep all that man was broken. If they want, I don't know, but what I saw was broken. You know when that thing beat you?
Right.
And you can even come back and, you just agree you lost already. You can't come back.
But that was good motivation. I guess that was good motivation to bounce back because that's a classic album, right?
Trust me.
That and
Morris.
that and the Follow My Leader, not Follow the Leader, the Two Show Two Flam with the Balance Battery.
Yes,
Those two classic albums.
Yes, I.
So there's a
No,
serious
guess what happened?
bounce back.
No, let me tell you what happened in that album there. Let me tell you what injustice that happened. I was upset and I didn't care what happened to me, but I do like to see injustice.
Right.
So when with the album finish and the thing, all the mash up and things and CD selling and all kind of thing happening, them man watch Morris. I mean, the arrangement was $100 per song. That was the arrangement with him.
Right.
With Morris, you know, that they had an arrangement. But he did 9 rhythms, and so that's $900.
Right.
I'm taking like the effort, my brother, the effort I was putting, I checking the man could have just give the man the little one more $100 to make the bonus.
Yeah.
To give the triple figures
Right.
and thing. So when Morris watched the thing, and Morris bring the thing for me, Morris, show me that, boy. And it really break him, because he really expected a little more, you know, because
Because I was I was told he got $1,000 and there was witnesses, right?
Say that again.
I was told that he got $1,000 and there was a witness to him getting that $1,000.
I was there, brother, and I'm telling you, I
Right.
stood up for him. I tell them, man, my brother, eventually they end up giving him.
So you was the witness then. So you was the
Yeah,
you was
man,
the third
I was
party.
not
Okay,
just the
okay.
witness, I was like the lawyer Rasta.
Okay. All right.
I'm checking like, yo,
So,
I'm
Can
checking
I
like, I
ask-
look here.
you were off screen a little while ago when I was talking to Novi about credits and being accredited for your work. Is there some type of documentation that documents that your brother did this work and that he is still being credited for the work because, you know, you're no longer with the band, but are you still being credited for your work that you did with them?
I'm not sure though. It's him, you would have to ask him that if he had signed any like copyrights or those kind of system and those kind of things there, you know. I'm not sure. I think there was the arrangement that with him was that they pay him for using their drum machine to program for them. So it's like it was a WCK production.
So they
He was
just buy
working for the band.
so they basically buy the music off him.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
so then
Okay.
so then but then that kind of bring up an argument though, because even though you don't get rights for it, you got paid off for it. They bought it from you, right? You see, paperwork is a different thing. So if you sign in an agreement saying, okay, I'm selling you the beat at that percentage, but my name gets credit, that's one thing. But if I say, all right, I like that beat, and I tell you, all right, $1,000, and you give me $1,000, bro, you done with me, right?
That's it. That's it.
That
And you know what? It's good for even. I mean, times have not changed much. Things like this is still happening, unfortunately.
Of course.
So.
And let me tell you what, it is because of naivety, you know, man young, man excited.
Yeah.
You see CK band, so you don't really thinking on the business level like how we're thinking older.
Yeah.
You have the experience.
Right.
But back then it's like, yo, we're just excited to be part of the vibes.
Of course.
Yeah.
So we don't check in, you know. But when you check it out, there is serious thing, you know, that, you know, it was, you know, it was an innocent kind of vibes, you know, in the sense that we wasn't, you know,
Business minded,
business minded, yeah.
Yeah.
Was just freeing up with the vibes.
It's just
Just
excitement.
fun.
But
in the
you,
same, but man was still checking, like, you know, at least show appreciation. Which I was still checking, like I was dreading them. And the thing about it is that my role I was playing was a role where I was just, at that point, I was just doing engineering. I could be easily replaced.
right.
So me stepping up to them owners of the band, I didn't think twice to say, boy, the man can fire me for like taking who is me to just step up. I didn't think about that. I was checking at you. I don't like that, my brother.
Yeah.
Look hard, my brother, and I find him, come on, that check the man I with my brother, you check.
Yeah.
And the man tell me, well, that's the arrangement there. And blah, blah, blah. I say, yeah, that's the arrangement, but in your heart, you know, you're supposed to check like, yeah, man, he did some good work. Yeah, let's throw a little $100 on him extra, man. Give him like a bonus, man.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
I think right after that, they gave him a bonus, a little extra, whatever. I don't know what extra money they give him. And I think they give him a letter to fire him one time. They no longer need his services. I think that was it right there. You know?
Right.
I don't. I you see it a long time, but I believe That was he can if you know he can confirm it. I think they fired him after that
because he spoke up.
And that's when he went into the PIK vibes and come and, you know, cause more damage too to show them, you know.
Yeah, and there you go. That was his way of redeeming himself, right?
Yeah. Sometimes it has to happen like that because you would stay, you remain stagnant under somebody when you know your value is you're worth more. You know, and that was just an opportunity for him to jump out.
So they break him, you know, but they don't even know what they lose there. Right. That man going to show them, you know. I can, you know, I have it, you know.
Since we're on the topic of Morris, I don't really want to stay there for too much longer, but since we're on the topic of Morris, he also made a statement like he's done with Booyah music, like he's done, right? He's not producing anything. And I had a few people actually reach out to me after the show, like, you know, give me their opinions, right? And a lot of people, like, there was one person in Dominica, he's actually like so-called high class in DA, I guess you can call it. And he reached out to me and he said he didn't really know who Morris was. And I understood that, but when he gave his opinion and he said, you know, he thinks what Morris should do with that talent is teach somebody else, right? So how do you feel like when Morris says stuff like, you know, he's done with Booyah music, knowing that, like you said it for yourself, you was there from the beginning to Partners in, to see what he did in Partners in Crime. How you feel about, you know, a statement like that being said?
Yeah, well, that's his way. That's the way he feels, which I get. He really felt, you know, like he felt, you know, he wasn't, the treatment wasn't, you know, irate, or don't feel
like
appreciated, you know.
Like he got hurt. He felt hurt.
Yeah, I felt if I work well or yeah, I do have old taste in his mouth, man. So he just, you know, want to stay away from it. Well, it's him, you know. I always used to tell him, man, Marshall Baba, you need to, when you make a rhythm, you need to store it, save it, because he used to actually delete cards when he get new ideas, because he checking like he can make more. And like he checking like bits like rain in his head.
Yeah.
So when he get a fresh thing in his head, sometimes he do have space on the card. He take another thing and put a thing in, but we need to have a way to. But you know, back then, you know, just everything happening fast, everything there's excitement and thing, you know.
Right.
But he throw away a lot of good rhythm too, just to put others, you know, which could be stopped, because you see all the guys working now. A rhythm, let's go. One rhythm going a long way.
Yep.
Yeah, and technology. If technology was like how it is now, he would have had archives upon archives and music upon music. And, you know, I do think, you know, like you said, he should have stored them and also maybe teach. That is the culture of Dominica, and it should be, you should be able to carry it on generation to generation.
Of course.
You know, maybe that's something to reconsider.
No doubt.
Yeah.
All right. So being somebody that's, you know, been there from day one, to see all the changes in Booyah music to where it is right now, what's your, we're gonna talk well, in general, what's your vibe on where Booyah is right now? Do you, like, you know, do you really follow what's going on right now, or?
Yeah. Well, I don't want to be too critical, because I know what I could say is that when I was in CK, when I was in CK, I was making the rhythm and the music and the vibes, and anything was going, you know, Morris coming and Clint, and the rhythm was starting to get hotter and hotter.
Right.
There was people from the Swinging Star Spans, the you know, the groovers, of the other generation.
Right. Older
used
generation.
To cry down what we doing, checking like that drum machine thing and that sampling thing. So every generation that always happens.
Right.
So me going to say like the region them fellas and them, you know, and Triple K and them take it to us. I don't really want to do that, because everybody put in their liquor, you know, like ingredients in the pot to make it into what, you know, to go the generation, you know, to suit. So, but what I can say is the lyrical content. That is what I'm disappointed in, you know.
Right.
The lyrics of when, you know, yo, let me tell you now, Ra is a real lyrical doctor. You check it, Mando understand when you listen to Ra lyrics in them songs and them. There's any song, just for any song, listen to Ra lyrics.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you saw the story, you check it, you have to think like who filmed there?
Yeah.
Who filmed there? Somebody slim and somebody fat was passing.
Yeah.
You check it, you hear it there?
Yeah.
Somebody slim and somebody fat passing. You check it, it's just the boy, Mr. Just, and it's probably my to talk a lot of, you know, he used to freak me out, you check it, the way he just hit things and just, you know.
Yeah, he quick on words.
So he good on that. He will make Ram make enough tunes. I'm also saying that too, and I will second it. That Ram made a lot of songs on the band members themselves, and the band members they couldn't do that.
Right.
You check it. Let me tell you. You see, too many cooks. Chat.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know who Chat? Chat is Michael Peters. That is the same guy that brought me in. He's in here. Chat. He said I shot. You know why he shot? Let me tell you. The thing saying, shot and only a shot there, my lad. So every time he was going and play somewhere like Granby or Marigot or, you know, in the countryside, you always have an excuse if you didn't say it up in well.
Okay.
Maggie can do it, mixing it. He don't need to come.
Yeah.
When I used to go Canada and England and New York and them place,
okay.
First man back to back. First man back to back.
Oh, boy.
You understand?
Oh,
so the song is on him. Shot and all along with it. He can say, he can be excited because it's tough time. But when it's to go, shot and all show marry God, mama lad.
Yeah.
Check it.
Sick.
So that song's on that man, and I don't think he ever know that. Maybe if you watch it now, he know that song was on my.
Is that you see?
I don't talk about the marathon.
No. We're gonna skip that song because
that song. But they have a lot of them. Check me.
Right.
Set my people free. All them songs. A lot of them songs.
A lot of them.
Willie Walla is on Cornell. Willie Walla is a dance Cornell used to do what Cornell even do. He's out the Willie Walla. The Doc Walk is on a man from Serenade, the manager of Serenade. Right, checking the man walking like a dog. All of them. So the lyrics was Irie, man. That was catchy. It was, you know, the storyline. Right. You know what I mean? Right. The moving and balafwe, volantity, you know what I mean?
Right.
But now, trust me, it does. I can't play them. Some of them tunes I can't play them for my, you know, around my youths and them. And them, boy, Kushal, you check it.
Right.
And Ridge really crossing the bridge now, Ridge.
Yeah.
You really cross the bridge, yeah?
But he's a nice producer. I like his production. I like his production.
Yeah, the really man thing nice, but you lyrics, some of the lyrics and them.
Yeah.
Leaving a lot to be, you know. I mean, you know what I mean? You can mask a thing and thing like the Calypso, the like a mask, you know. I can understand that.
Yeah.
But that's something that I need drugs thing there, but you know. The youths and them, you think man have to understand the power they have with a mic in your hand.
True.
And when you have the fans and them looking up to you, and the youth, especially the youths and them,
you
have to use that to teach them and inspire them positively. You check it?
True.
Because you have that power, because they're looking at you and anything you say, they gravitate towards it.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm telling you. So man have to understand the power you have with that mic in your hand and on that stage when the fans and them dancing on the rhythm sweet. Tell them something good, man. In the rhythm sweet already. Tell them something airy to inspire them to do some positive vibes, you know, about, you know, Elfie, you know, whatever. You know, so we have enough topics we can sing on.
Of course.
That positive instead of the slackness. Now, some man will say, if I'm like slackness, I already ask one of them that I don't call a name. Ask one man like, yo, why, you know, you care, why are you doing that? The man say, well, that the fans them want there. Is that they want to be giving them what they want? You check it? They want slackness, so we give them slackness. Because slackness is that selling, is that they, you know, they can sing something, you know, they feel like it's more difficult to sing, You know, so that's what man also man feel it easier to go slack and get stay hype than to go conscious and you know.
Than to create.
Yeah.
The problem is taking the easy way out, because
Right, that's what I see. That's what I see.
if I'm the one providing you with what I'm the one that providing you, what do you mean
Yes.
what you need? A whole bunch of us providing you. You have to take it.
Yes.
This is what we're giving you. It's not about what you need. Because
Yeah,
you need
man.
slackness, I'm gonna give you slackness. No. I think it's an excuse of not taking time in your penmanship, not thinking. And like you can write your question. Like, listen, it's not only DE alone doing it. There's a lot of
I know.
other
I was just
islands
about
doing
to
it.
make that point.
It's a global thing, man.
Yeah.
Right. So, but some of the other islands, they say things, and I'll look at and shake, but I laugh because they saying something that I could actually relate to it, even though it's cautionary, like quote unquote, right? But it's just about taking your time and masking your thing.
You just because you read him nice and sweet, just say anything that come in your head and just blow. You check it.
Yeah.
Make it make sense. You check.
Yeah.
Make it. Make it a nice storyline, man. Make it.
Yeah.
You know.
Because 10 years from now, you can hear it again.
I was about to say that too. Timeless music.
That's why we still listen to Bob Marley.
Yeah.
That's why we still listen to WCK. That's why we still listen to the serenades and those things. Old Marshall and vibes, right?
And try to make it also that it's not just about Rosso and the environs,
Right.
But regional and international vibes that anyway you play that, the people and them can relate to that, and let's go. Let me give you a little incident of CK one time in England, and we got to England once, and we went to Leeds. No, Leeds is a place in England now. The people and them weird there. They're like, well, trust me, mostly they will dress almost like black and white, and they're looking. I can't describe them, but they're looking
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Funny kind of
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So we go there and play, and I don't know how we get that gig, It's some kind of festival. But the kind of people I see there, them people doing music there, them time there is garage music and some kind of music there over there was, So we go and we play in there, we have big kind of a dome. It's split in two. It have a party on that side with them people and the music, and we have the other side, CK on the other side.
Right.
And we have a nice crowd. Now the crowd is a curious crowd. I don't know if they never hear the CK music. I don't know what they hear, how the promoter promote the music, the band.
Right.
But we're inside there.
Yeah.
And them man on the stage, I on the side of the stage mixing, and them man playing dread. And tune after tune, and nobody not moving. Everybody just watching the band like it's a movie. Like just all eyes on stage, but nobody dancing. Right?
Yeah.
So them man play track and track and track, and nobody moving. So, you know what? Them man take a break here. Them man say, okay, we're going to take a little break. And them man come on the side of the stage. I think the late, what's his name, Isaac from for Frontline or music. That guy there, I can't remember, Eddie Tulo, the late Eddie Tulo.
Okay.
So he was the one who brought us there. So he's a promoter. So we come in on his side of the tent, we have a little snack and random checking like, boy, Cornell, all them man checking like, boy, what happening? The people are moving. The boy, nothing happening. I freaking don't know. I just there watching you guys. They are checking like, if we should just stop play, because nothing happening. You check it, you don't know. So them man say, Eddie and them say, let's go and get another try. Eddie say, just jump into the hit track they have now. I think Conch Shell or Balance Body. Conch Shell. Yeah, Conch Shell. And them man go back on the stage and strike up the Conch Shell. The Conch Shell is a universal thing. When the man bounce that body, people and them start to go wild. You don't let man play that Conch Shell for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
But they try to play another song, people stop. When they come back Conch Shell again, people and them wild again.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
The fellas say when it's Conch Shell for the night,
Yeah.
We get the Conch Shell with salad, we get into them with ice cream, we get into it's just Conch Shell again, all the because that's all you want.
Yeah.
You check again, so that's what I say. It have to be vibes where you can go any corner of the world and play, and the people and them will hear the lyrics and they will it can resonate with them.
Yeah.
Rather than you call a thing, you call Terra Squaddy and them, and big up the youths and them and what, but people don't know what they're about. You know, you have to make songs that it happening in Jamaica, it happening in Puerto Rico, vibes, you know, different topic and subjects, you know.
Sure. I think it was DJ Shields that make the latest Concha rhythm before Marshall and them did the remix.
Yeah.
And that was played on a boat ride up here. On a Trini boat ride. And that just went nuts. Everybody just went crazy on that boat. Like that was the first time I heard them like, what the hell rhythm is that?
Trust me. And I maintain that WCK, the music took control of the band. The band really like the control. I always say like, yo, them man didn't realize. I don't know if they didn't realize, but like so much thing that could be done to that, you know, with it, you know, it can happen later.
Yeah.
But at the moment, yo, that was like a mega, you know, breakout, and they didn't capitalize on it enough. But you know, they just riding it, and then the balance might come, and them two there, the band was riding on that, and you know, I trust me. And the way I saw my vision being in the band, trust me, I envision, I see us is Africa and Japan and the places. I see we heading there.
Right.
And unfortunately, it didn't happen because the structure, the organizational structure, the business mindedness, all these things was lacking. You check.
Yeah.
It was never structured properly into a business and to, you know.
So it's more of a friend thing.
And that was the downfall for me. That's what I see as a downfall. That's my opinion. It's a lack of professionalism, you know. We have fellas that's working, and man didn't really just want to just take the chance and go full crew and agree to music, and that's what we think. Keith was working for the insurance company. Cornell, they have his mother, his store and thing, and you know, Campbell's, and then you have Smokey working customs. You know, fellas. So when man have to go on tour, fellas have to take time off. Man can't stay out long. As you go for the weekend, man, have to go back down one time. You can even, you know. So that was the lack of that professionalism, you know.
Right.
That led to the downfall for me.
Well, you go and see you make $20 into $40 going on tour.
No, I did. Trust me, it was a good. That was like my university.
Right.
I climbed the ladder real quick to the point where in 2003, yeah. When I reached to that point, I felt like I reached a point where I started doing promotion without even knowing it. I was promoting the band, sending the music out to DJs, Trinidad, all kind of places. We started play for the same promoters in New York, you know, Exodus, in them Dominica Jam. I mean, big up, you know, every people and them, but I checking that we need to get on them Trini Fete. We need to get on them, you know, them Bajan Fete.
Yeah.
So I used to go online and do little networking, send out the music to different fellas I see. I see upon some fan in Canada, Dr. J, I think was his name, or something like that.
Yeah.
I send the music for Mr. You know, and then we start getting gigs through those things. The manager was getting called, sometimes you don't even know, but it's me that's on the music. I don't looking for credit and nothing, check it. But that was the vibes, you know. And then I start doing that, and then start getting links until there was a gig, there was a jam in Markham Fairground in 1999, 98, 99. That was it. That was the year of Mashupper, Skinny.
Yeah, it's like 2000.
2000, Mashupper.
Yeah.
Markham Fairground.
Yeah.
That was an epic fete. That was that fete right there.
I just remember that night.
That fete right there, right? Let me tell you how that fete happened real quick. We wasn't playing nowhere. We just sit down at home and things on. I check in mind. Them man have the other job, but myself is that I rely on the music for the money. Skinny say, you know, Nai, you know, Clint, you know. So I started looking for gig myself, brother, and I see Big Ben Big Ben, me and Big Ben was talking, you know, and Big Ben showed me a flyer with all them training artists and Big Ben on it. That was Big Ben and them Blackberry song. So I said, Big Ben boy, what? Boy, put us on that now, boy. Get us on that now, boy. So Big Ben tell me, well, them man already have their thing locked down already, flyer done, make already and things. So I said, Big Ben boy, talk to the promoter, tell Mr. Sticky have a big following in Canada, you know. If you put us on, we're gonna bring a big Dominica crowd there. So anyway, he tell me, okay, you go try thing, you go into a meeting with them. So you go try thing. Big Ben go there and Big Ben mentioned that people come out Maggie.
That's what they get on there.
Big Ben checking, yeah, Maggie. Them man checking, yeah. They can put all you on, they cannot, you know, they won't be able to give all you full cost, you know, what all they will ask for because they think already set, but they're willing to, you know, pay all your expenses.
Okay.
Bring all you up and give all you probably, you know, for, you know, at least half or 3/4 of what you would normally ask for.
Right.
But the thing about it is, they don't know what we ask for, you know, they just assume it. They don't know what we would ask for.
Right.
You know, normally our gigs is 5,000 US, but between me and you, brother, we hardly get that. All the time is, the most we might get is 3-5. We're asking for 5.
Yeah. You have to negotiate.
Let's go down
5.
from that.
Yeah, man always tell me, boy, you don't do so good now. You don't do so good now, boy. So man crying for you and it's DA promoter, so you just shaking your scene and, you know.
Yeah.
So they might give you a 3-5 and you know, the vibes will roll and, you know, it stay and what and what. So, but them training man not in that. Them man thing is 10 grand and US and big money because them man is professional. So they're checking us on that level too, but we don't checking ourselves like that, you know.
Yeah.
So guess what? When the man talking about giving us half price, guess what his half price is now? I think it's 5 grand. The man say 4 grand again. So. Wow. 4 grand, almost 5 grand, and a grand less. We actually it's 45 thing for the most. So basically, you give it what we normally get. I tell Big Ben, my brother, we on. So I talk to Emil, the manager, getting thing for Big Ben, all the passport information, organize, and then man organize our tickets, and then boom. Now I have to talk to the band man and tell them about the gig. Now them man telling me, Keith and them telling me, boy, if about, you know, they have to have loan to pay for the sound system, and when they take it out, you don't have enough money to pay all, man. I tell Keith, boss, we just did with nothing. It's best we go there and get a little something than we get nothing. And we can, you know what can happen from that gig. We can get more gigs. You're going to train it. Let's make the sacrifice. You check it? Nice. You tell me, boy, man like Skinny and them fellas, boy, them mothers make joke by their money. I don't worry, Skinny. I will deal with Skinny. Skinny is my boy. So I go talk to Skinny and Naya and them and tell them, I tell Skinny, I show him this scene, I tell him, you know, what and what, and Skinny agree, no sin, man. Once it's zero, you know, it'll be cool.
Yeah.
But if I never talk to him, I have my money. So we go up. Hey, first of all, we go through New York. We take the bus from Buffalo to drive. Now on the bus with Faye and Lions and all them fella, Dennis Belfort, all them artists were on the bus. Now people have their headphones who sleeping and whatnot. But me, Maggie, what I doing? I walking and interacting. I meeting the managers of them different. You know, so right now I put on my manager. I turn manager there. You know. I turn, you know, I'm talking to Faye and Lions. I'm talking to everybody, you know, introducing myself and making them know, you know, and now they're checking me, hi, CK. Because they know Shell, the balance body. So them man don't even know how the other artist was watching CK, you know. They watching us big. So them man, I like a star on the bus and, you know, man sleeping, but myself by embracing the vibes and I talking and I meeting managers of Invasion Band, this one, then it's going for and we talk, you know. We get to Canada, Doggy Slaughter, them man got the night before the jam, them man gonna lime, so them training man lime and everything. So me, Skinny and Nai, we making our lime. That is our career. Cornell and the man is fellas, they just come and just sleep, wake up, drink tea. They don't really making gam, you know? They just pull up. Me, we doesn't play. We like to see who. Me, Skinny and I is the guac pack. So we go on the line. When we go on the line, we see the training man coming in. So one of them training man, which is Doggy Slaughter. There is a DJ and he's singing to Mr. Slaughter.
We have Slaughter on the show last season.
Yeah, so Mr. Sinner's going out. So Mr. saying, DA, why is he sitting there? Where you going? I said, well, we're going out. I'm checking, boy, I can't really follow because them fellas, they're lame. We're checking them training man lame. The man don't go in the hotel already. And he said, just have to line. So Mr. come and roll it first because Mr. checking like all the fellas is the real deal. So we go on, we bring Mr. on line me first. And the boy telling us, boy, that music always playing, that switch, you know. And the boy from Trini and Doggy Slaughter was telling us, you know. Yeah. And he can even pronounce the music. He's saying the bonyon.
He was on there last season that he was saying the same thing. He was talking about how Dominic was a gem and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So we go and make a line and boom, boom, boom. So we come and sound check later. And when we sound check in, them Invasion band with fan lines on them, the whole band looking at WCK sound check because we're gonna play. We opening the show because we last band to come in and so they making us open anyway. No problem. We get to play. We get no money. We can't do what we can do. So we just sound check in. When we sound check in, them man supposed to go in the hotel to go and change. Them man stick there. Them man can't go because them man feeling the vibes there.
Yeah.
In the sound check, the CK music playing sweet. Invasion man stick. Marshall Montano by the mixing board, just by media with the promoter, and he knocking the promoter and the promoter, boy, them man sounding good. You check it? Marshall Montano telling the promoter, them man sounding good, boy. You hear them man? You check it, and I right there and I listen to them, I play, I got my headphone there, I listening to the conversation, check. Yeah. When we come to play, yo, we mash up the place. Keeney with the mash up, yeah. Oh, I see not only also. We mash up the place. He telling you, this mash up. The people on stage and you know, and the place massive. And now I meet a guy inside there and the guy telling me, look the let's go and talk to the promoter, you know, because the promoter have some gigs in Miami, you know, for Miami Carnival, you know. So I check him, I'll go. So we go and talk to the promoter. I tell the promoter, what the vibes now? Why you find the band? The promoter say, yeah man, all you guys sound good, man. I tell him, so what about the gigs in Miami? Put us on now. Man tell me, yeah man, let's talk now. So he tell me, what's our price? You know, he sorry he couldn't give us our full money, but now that one day you're gonna give us, you know, call our price. So I say, okay. So I tell him, wait a while, let me go and call the manager. So I can call Emil. So when I go and call Emil now talking to a girl by the front stage. I tell Emil, come and talk to the promoter over there, you know. Emil telling me just now. I check in Emil, let's go and talk to the man, my brother. I get me just now. I check in, you know what? My next partner got me fuck it, mister, but let's go and talk to the man before Mr. Make your, you know. So I go and talk to the manager, the promoter. And we talking and he asked us for a price. So I remember Norman later negotiating with a promoter once when I was by, you know, Swinging Stars. And he tell the guy, make me an offer I cannot refuse. So I use that same line. I tell the promoter, make us an offer we can't refuse now, you know. Give us a figure because I say maybe the figure you have in mind might be more than what I'm going to say, what I have in my mind. You check it? And I was correct with. The man tell me, he giving us 6,000 US per gig.
Wow.
2 gigs. Wow. 2 gigs. Like 12,000 US. Right. And then you have a gig on the beach, which is a free gig. You're going to give us 3,000 US. Because it's no cover charge. So, you know what I'm saying? And it's a short thing. Great. So we're getting 15,000 US. Friday, Saturday, Sunday in Miami. Nice. Just like that.
Nice.
And that was the biggest payday WCK ever got. During that time in the US for me. Right. I witnessed being in the band. Yeah. 50,000. That's the first time I saw us get our full 5,000 US that we just asked for. I don't know if we get it before and I didn't know, but that right there. You check it? 15,000. And I was instrumental in that. And that's where I checking like, yeah, Maggie, you graduate. Nice. You use manager material now. Check it. I can do, you know.
Step up.
Yeah, so all your efforts from the beginning to that point were well worth it. Yeah.
So
great stories.
yes. So Maggie, we are pressed for time. You know, we have to leave, but you're coming back and join us next week.
You know already, yeah man, we have to segue into the sports to make people know because they know normally sports, Maggie, right now, they know it's sports, basketball, football, you know? Right. And they hear about the music and the CK, but most people didn't know that, a lot of people don't know that. Right. But you're going to segue into why I left, you know, I deviate from the music and
we into sports. And I got a surprise for you next week on the show as well.
All right, I like
A
surprise.
surprise. You're not supposed to talk about the surprise.
but nobody actually knows, so I just put it out there, you know.
All right.
You know, sometimes you gotta tease the audience too, right?
So the viewers need to come back to see that surprise.
Yes. What
Okay.
surprise you
I
have
see
for
the
Maggie?
reaction from Maggie. Okay, all right.
Exactly. Authentic reaction from Maggie. So yeah, so next week we'll definitely do that. So sir, we want to thank you for hanging with us tonight, giving us your story and you know, actually coming in last minute to fill in. And you know, we definitely appreciate that. This was a nice conversation. Nothing was written nowhere, no questions. So it was a nice vibes. So we'll see you next week back here with us.
Next week, Saturday, same time, same place.
Nice.
That time is all about sports. A little music, and we said going straight into the sports.
I have to wear my baseball cap next week.
No,
basketball jersey, something.
Yeah.
All right, Maggie.
All right, take care.
Bless up.
Thank you.
All right.
One love, everybody, respect.
All right. That's, of course, the man, Dustin, Maggie Peters, here with us on Dissect. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for your time. Hope you guys had fun with us tonight. Hope you guys, you know, got, you know, a different side of the stories and get to know Maggie's story as well. All right.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Do it up,